Hi there, in today's video I just want to give you a short overview or a short kind of preview of how I process the signal from the microphones that I mentioned. So if we go, you can see here, this plugin essentially lets you select from the 3 microphone setup a very simple left and right stereo image if you want, or you can also add a center signal, like a center microphone often used in dialogue, or you can also, the blue is the left surround and the green is the right surround. So essentially these patterns are showing you the pickup pattern of the microphone and the sounds that it's going to pick up. And these are recreated from the front, the rear and the side facing microphones that I showed you in the previous video. So there's some very fancy calculations and algorithms that goes into this, but the result is essentially from just those 3 microphones, you can create a stereo image in the front, you can add rear microphones, you can create a 5.1 channel surround sound, you can create just a simple stereo, image, or you can create more of a spread with, for example, you can have a stereo image but adjust the pickup pattern of the microphones. Super, super clever. And I just want to kind of show you what that sounds like a little bit. So I'll set this to the default. And then I'm going to just put some of the microphones on. So let's mute, let's just put the front ones on and let me play this for you so you can hear what it sounds. So I'd recommend, if you weren't already, listening to that in headphones because the difference is much clearer with headphones. But the difference between the front facing microphones when I showed you that one and the rear is completely different because of how it was recorded, and the raindrops were more in front, they were louder, that kind of thing. The overall image and the sound is so different from essentially the same recording that you can really have a lot of flexibility as to what you want to hear in the final product, if you like, in the final upload that I put to YouTube. So for example, if I was listening to that recording and it was a bit loud, I thought, oh, this is a little bit harsh, not going to be helpful for people sleeping, then maybe I would use more of that surround, the rear sound, i.e. this one here. Maybe I would use more of that because it's a little bit more muted, a little bit calmer, not as overpowering. Or if I was making let's say a loud thunder and rain, a heavy rain track, then maybe the front microphone that I showed you earlier, the one with here, maybe I'd use that. So it gives you so much flexibility, and I wanted to show you this kind of plugin and this setup just because it's also really, really cool. So hopefully that was interesting, and I'll see you in a future video as well.